Oh, yeah, I don't know. Russell Wilson got his money. Good for Russell Wilson. You know, whatever.
Exactly. No, that's news. Trubisky gets a start in Pittsburgh. That's news.
As he should.
Pretty much everything else, I think, is just us looking forward to next week.
It is. It is looking forward to next
week. Got
week.
Any other news before we go to my favorite 5 games of the week?
I don't. It's all news we all kind of know. I think Bakhtiari is going to start. Elton Jenkins might start.
Against the Vikings, who have won 4 of 5 at home against the Packers. Yeah, Are you worried about that?
I am. I think we're going to lose the game.
Really?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
I think Kirk Cousins and his boys are probably more gelled together than on offense. Maybe our defense comes out and actually just fucking wallops them. Yeah. Maybe everybody's right. Maybe everybody's like, this defense could be really fucking scary. And maybe this defense hits the field and Kirk Cousins shits himself and we destroy them. And Aaron Rodgers got to go out and just hand off 32 times to 2 different running backs, throw 26 passes, score 2 touchdowns. The running backs run the other 2 in. It's 28 walloped. I don't know. But I watched us play against the Saints last year. Aaron Rodgers didn't play a game. Nobody else played a game. And the Saints butt-fucked us 34-0 with like 12 interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the only interceptions he had for the whole year. And
that was a fun week.
Right? And we all went, oh, Packers are fucked. And then we went 13-3, and then the typical Niners beat us in the playoffs. So, but it's still... So if you told me with no Devontae Adams, with Bob Tonyan coming back for the first time in 10 months, with Bakhtiari coming back for the first time in a year, maybe... Bob Tonyan, maybe. Elton Jenkins, maybe at right tackle or at left tackle, because he's ready. If you told me
Lazard
that we...
might be hurt. Yeah.
Lazard's hurt. If you told me we lost to the Vikings...
Meh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're not losing to the Bears, I'll tell you that.
No, you're not losing.
No, we're not losing.
Or are you?
Nope.
Oh, no.
No chance.
Right. If you lose to the Bears and I lose to the Vikings, next week would be a better week for us.
It would be funny.
I would be dying. I would be nervous about losing to the Bears until I realized that Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
Yeah. No, Trey Lance doesn't own him yet. I expect him to...
No, he does not own him
I expect 27-7. Niners victory.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears are ready to compete with anybody. So.
Not with us.
And they're not ready to compete with your defense because you can't run against them. Or you can't run against you. And if the Bears can't play any kind of...
Justin Fields is going to be like this.
He's not going to be able to go anywhere. He's going to have to drop back real far and make real wide runs.
Nothing's going to work.
And hopefully somebody gets open on a comeback route because that receiver really cares to come back hard.
Right.
Trying to help you, buddy. Got it. 4 yards. Good job. We get 3 more of those.
All right. So FB predicts a loss. Goob predicts a win.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm predicting the win. I think Kirk Cousins coming back with Thielen and Jefferson and Dalvin Cook and a new attitude and a new coach and a new this. With Aaron Rodgers coming back with a whole new...
Like I said, 4 out of 5. They usually win at home against Packers.
Yeah, and 4 out of 5 they usually win at home against Packers. So, if we lost, I would not be surprised. And I actually heard Aaron Rodgers said, if we lose the first game, don't be surprised. And relax.
Yeah, he's always going to go. He's going to relax back to relax.
He's going to relax back.
It's like win. So. It's like win to win, baby. You got to relax. You got to
relax to win. You know what I mean? You got to relax to relax. You do. You have to like.
We can
we can do this.
We can render relax.
Dude, this guy is on so much fucking Hiwachi Chi, and this guy's like Jesus Christ. He puts his hair down. He goes out there, and water separates, and we're good. We're not worried about it. We're fine.
You can use oil and vinegar to do that too.
Maybe that's what he does. I don't know. I'm not a fucking magician. I don't fucking do magic tricks on the side. I got 2 kids, ex-wife. I got a business. I like oil, vinegar, and water on the side. Don't do that.
You excited about the Baker Bowl?
I think that's the only game I'm going to watch.
Oh man, Browns at Carolina. And
we have literally made fun of this guy every fucking episode for like 6 months. And I hope he comes out and kicks the fuck out of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
I want more Baker Mayfield commercials.
You know what?
I like Baker Mayfield commercials.
Bring
it the fuck on, Baker. And Cleveland sucks, and they deserve to fucking beat douchebags in the end, right?
course.
Honestly, you know what? Cleveland cut Baker, who's going to win to Carolina. If he wins 10 games next year and Deshaun Watson shows up and sucks it up, man. Fuck. Big chance. Dude, let's give some guy that has made a ton of mistakes, has got a lot of mental anguish in his head. Remember when Tiger Woods made a mistake? Remember when Tiger fucked up? Because when Tiger fucked up, we didn't really ever see Tiger again. And Deshaun Watson is no fucking Tiger Woods.
And he did fuck up.
And he did fuck up. So I don't know. How much you want? $230 million. What are you going to do for me? I don't know, man. I fucked up. Do my best.
It's probably the only time I've been rooting for Baker.
I'm rooting for Baker, man.
This one
week. After this, he should have never been the Heisman Trophy or drafted first. This week, go all the way.
Sounds good.
I do. If I had a Carolina Panther on my fantasy football team, I'd vote for him more, but I don't. I didn't take that risk.
Nope, I stayed away from it
Stayed the fuck away from Carolina. Stayed away from the Bears, too. Did you?
I got Mooney as my 5th receiver in one of my leagues. Darnell Mooney should be
Who's your second quarterback in our league?
My backup quarterback, Justin Fields.
Is that your backup?
Yeah, he's going to play 1 week.
He's going to... 1 week, all right.
1 week.
Cool, I know you still take a risk on a Bear. I was like, I ain't fucking taking a risk on a Bear.
I wanted Cole Kmet, but I didn't get him.
All right, so yeah, Baker all the way.
Baker all the way?
Oh, McCaffrey too. I'd like to see some McCaffrey action. I'd like to see the kid. His dad was a stud. I'm hoping he's a stud. I don't have him on my fantasy team, but I don't want him to never play well again. So I'd like to see some of him too.
Right. Well, McCaffrey, Saquon. I'm playing both of them this week in fantasy, so I'm interested, but I hope they don't do that great.
I want to see Saquon do well too.
We are Penn State, baby.
We are Penn State. You are Penn State. I'm Ohio State, but whatever. So that's a good game. What else we got? What else we got that's intriguing? I know Niners and Packers. We already talked about the Packers.
Right. What's the world going to talk about? Well, Thursday night football.
Tom Brady.
Night football.
Oh no, Thursday night football. Yeah. That's that Bills-Rams game.
Bills at Rams.
Yeah. I think Josh Allen's going to take that game. I think he's going to prove himself this year as the best quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's MVP this year. I don't think you give Aaron Rodgers the MVP 3 years in a row. Even though I think he deserves it.
Not when he hands the ball off 39 times a game.
What if he doesn't? And he takes 3 rookie receivers.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And he goes to the playoffs, and he only throws 4 interceptions and 40 touchdowns for 4,500 yards with 3 rookie receivers, and he only hands the ball off 23 times a game. Would you give him the 3rd time MVP with 3 rookie receivers? Say Lazard's injured. Say it becomes down to the 3, and he fucking throws up numbers that only God himself could throw up. Would you give him the 3rd time MVP?
I will draft Sammy Watkins in the Fantasy Football League next year if he does that.
I drafted him this year. I don't know your bullshit. So I'm asking you,
You did.
if I did in the 16th, my last player taken was Sammy Watkins because I thought, well, this is his last fucking chance.
Thought I was doing something.
Yeah, I'm doing something. I'm helping this guy. So, but would you give it to Rodgers if he did that? If he threw only 4 interceptions with 3 rookie receivers and he threw 40 touchdowns and 4,500 yards and he went to the playoffs again, and we don't even talk about the Super Bowl because they already give up that MVP thing before anybody wins the fucking Super Bowl. Would you give it to him? Yeah, I would too. But Josh Allen's probably going to win it. He's probably going to throw for 40, run for 16, throw for 5,700 yards.
I might as well say it now. He's got my boy Gabriel Davis.
You got Gabriel Davis.
Talking about him.
You took him in 2 leagues.
Both leagues.
You got Diggs.
Oh yeah.
You got Dawson. Who's that running back? Wait, 2.
They got 3 now.
He's got 2. I thought 2. I thought the little scat back.
Singletary,
Moss,
and they got Dalvin's little brother.
Oh, Little Cook.
Yeah,
Little Cook.
Little
That's right, Little Cooksy. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, he was good for Georgia. Catching the ball. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I think the fact that he throws the ball with such accuracy and such intention
and you can't tackle him.
And you can't fucking stop him. He's like Ben Roethlisberger, but he's actually running.
Faster.
You know, he's actually running. He's just running. He's just doing his job. Yeah. Ben just stood there and he moved 2 feet forward.
He was just
like, I drink beer. Get the fuck out of my way. You know why I weigh so much? I don't look like it, but I drink beer. Move. You know, and that's Ben. But Josh is like athletic and No, Josh MVP this year.
Yeah.
I heard Lamar Jackson. I thought, what a joke. Guy doesn't fucking put up MVP numbers. He does when his second year he did because he was running like a madman, and his first year he did because he was running like a madman. But now they want him to get in the pocket and do his job and be a quarterback, and you don't get MVP numbers after that. So Josh Allen's going to get MVP numbers because he's going to go back and everybody's covering. He's going to run 17 yards, and then he's going to go back and nobody's covering. He's going to throw for 27 yards. You know, it's just on accuracy, time, stuff on Diggs. Josh Allen against the Rams, tough.
It is tough. I mean, I'm just excited for that game. I'm excited for Bucks Dallas. I'm excited for Denver at Seattle. Russell Wilson. That'll be a blowout. So we should just stick with Bucks Dallas probably. That'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, Broncos Seattle. That's probably not going to.
Russell just gonna just embarrass them.
Seattle has Geno Smith. They're not coming back with anything. They're not really.
Do you think the Seattle fans cheer Russell Wilson in the second half when they're up by 31?
It might be quieter when Russell Wilson's on the field.
Interesting. That's not going to help.
I heard the 12th man was going away, so.
No, good.
Yeah, I heard that.
I didn't like the 12th man.
I heard it was settling down a little.
It was Russell's child.
Yeah, I heard it was settling down. I heard it's not so prevalent anymore.
Not as loud. Good.
Yeah, not as loud. So.
Good. Yeah, they're going to be terrible.
The game of the week is. I think Brady's going to get killed.
I mean, if Micah Parsons has anything to do with it, possibly.
I think Brady's. I went through a divorce.
Why don't you tell me about it?
I've already told you 1,000 times.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about my divorce more than we've wanted to in 3 years. Sucked.
So
I think for Brady it's going to suck. And I'm not saying he's going through a divorce, but he's going through a moment that could lead him to divorce.
Right. If you have
kids and custody and money, playing one more year in the NFL, sure. Going through a fucking divorce, separating your kid's life, fucking the whole world up, destroying everything you built for one more year of football?
Interesting.
I went through a divorce. I like that's it. I mean, if that's what we're truly talking about, he's not going to play football to the Tom Brady standards you and I fucking know. Because when he snaps the ball, he's going to think, that bitch is living in Costa Rica right now. Who is that bitch with? And he might miss the handoff.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. His name is Rock Johnson. Apparently, it's like a rock. I mean...
Not even Brady can beat that.
Stabbing into her. No, I'm just not saying that.
Murder-suicide. Murder-suicide.
It's murder. It is. And I'm telling you right now, I saw him at that press conference. I thought he had cancer. And then I realized he's going through a divorce.
He can't eat because he can't sleep.
This motherfucker can't think straight at all. His whole shit is falling apart. His kids are like, hey, Dad, what's going on? Life is ruined. Your mom's leaving me. What? So, I'm sorry. Good luck, Tom. Tom, this is going to be your worst, and I'm calling it. I said 4.5 for the Yankees by a certain time of the year. In a week, I called it. But, Tom, I'm telling you, Tom, I don't think this is going to be a good year, baby. I'm sorry, man. I don't think your brain is going to be Tom Brady's brain, and that's what makes the wins. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I bet another FB and Goob dollar that Tom Brady throws 5 touchdowns the first 2 weeks. Both weeks.
Oh, both weeks? That's 10 total.
10, yep.
Oh, I bet you Tom Brady.
He tells FB to fuck boots.
If his wife said, I'm gone, and he could turn around and say, fuck that bitch, and focus straight on Tom Brady and football, 5 touchdowns a game. If he's still trying to get a blowjob from that bitch like in a week, if he gets 3 touchdowns in the next 2
games. I can't believe he doesn't eat chicken wings. I bet he could just ignore a girl for a couple weeks. Come on.
No.
Tom Brady.
No, if she's threatening the end and the kids' lives are going to be ruined and your life is going to be ruined, it's hard to focus on taking a shit. I know. How do I do this again? I just kind of push through my ass. Yep, he's in trouble. Tom's in trouble. I bet you Mikey gets 3 sacks just because Tom's going, what? Bam! I'm playing football. You're not anymore. I'm playing football, Michael Parsons. And you're not fucking playing football anymore, Tom Brady. Your brain's exploded. Sorry. I can't wait for fucking pro football to start. You got any more games? What we got? I'm excited.
What do you mean? No, Raiders Chargers are going to be fun.
Raiders Chargers could decide. We could see some things there.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. Could be like 96 point scores. Could be.
Is the Raiders offense what it's supposed to be, or is the Chargers defense
what we think they
what
can
they
be?
think they can be?
Oh yeah, they can
which
be
is the most dominant fucking defense in football.
Yeah,
could be there. Could be close to it.
very
especially in a division with some weak offensive lines, and they get to have 8 games against these bitches. I mean, the Raiders just gave up Leatherwood and the Khalil Mack extravaganza. Right. So apparently they're kind of fucking up and down. You can't be up and down against the Chargers on offensive line. You can't be like, who we got? 5 maybe starters. Here comes Khalil Mack and Bosa. How'd those 5 maybe starters do? Couldn't guard those 2 fucking guys. The 2 guys in the middle just ran the fuck over us because they were like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
It's going to be a huge...
And got crushed. Yeah, it's going to be a test, man. So I'm excited for that game because I want to see if the Raiders offense is what they made to be the Raiders. Like this reconnection of Jesus Christ and God. Like, oh my God, best friends through Pop Warner. We can't wait to get back together. How long did you guys play in college? I don't know, like 1 year. What the fuck? You played with Aaron Rodgers for 7 years. That's the only reason you're a great receiver in pros. So,
Power of Devontae.
Power of Devontae. Here we go. One of the best route runners, goes to all those receiver educational classes, and I think he's going to do great. I just don't think he's going to do better than he did with Aaron Rodgers. Sorry.
Probably not.
Probably not. So, yeah, I will be watching that game. I will be paying attention to that game. I'll be paying attention to the Niner game, too, though. I will. I'm waiting for the chance.
Fair enough.
Jimmy. Somebody's going to say Jimmy once. If he throws an interception in that game.
We're in Chicago. They'll probably be starting the game chanting Jimmy. I don't think we care, though, once we beat the shit out of them.
So awesome if you got to Chicago and you were
Absolutely.
Jimmy.
If you were a Bears fan, wouldn't that be the first thing you walked out to?
If there was one Intelligence Bear fan in the stadium, yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably going to be dead fucking silence because I'm doubting there's one intelligent fan in the stadium smart enough to go, Jimmy. and make Trey Lance's brain go, did you guys hear Jimmy?
Oh, man. Nah, don't worry.
I don't know. I heard Trey's mad.
2 TDs.
I heard Trey's mad. I heard Trey is not excited about the fact that Jimmy G is now on the team. And I know I listen to all the fucking shows. So, McAfee, Eisen, I listen to all the shows, and I've heard in several shows that maybe Lance is not as on board.
Making shit up.
I'm making shit up.
The
people can go from this show and listen to me say that, and you can go find it on other shows all you want. Go to McAfee, go to Eisen, Google Trey Lance, maybe not as happy as we all fucking thought.
False. I was in the locker room after the clubs.
Got his ankle bracelet off.
They had
looking good.
They had a meeting with the 15 top guys, Bosa, Trent Williams, Samuel, all the other guys. And they said,
15 your top guys.
They said, hey, is it cool if Jimmy comes back?
And they all said, fuck yeah, we want to get back to the playoffs. This little fucking loser douchebag, we don't care about him. Wow, he's only thrown like 57 passes in his life. Yes, bring back Jimmy. Is that what you actually just told me? Is that you had a meeting with the 15 guys he took to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl, and they went,
there was a caveat to that.
Do you want to bring back Jimmy? You mean the reason that we've gone to the playoff games in the Super Bowl? Yes.
Well, what they said is, do you think he would be cool being a backup quarterback? Since Trey's the land.
Yeah, he will.
All right, fine. I say for something crazy.
Here's what we'll do. Just offer him $6 million. Or 17.5 in incentives if he takes us to the playoffs and he wins 10 games. Son of a bitch is going to get that $17.5 million. Jimmy G is going to get he's going to be the richest backup quarterback in history because he's going to get that $17.5 million. I said it here.
Well, I'll either be right or Jimmy G will lead the Niners to a Super Bowl. So either way, I win.
Yeah, whatever, man. I get to win on that. There's a lot of bad comments from me that I get to re-comment back to. So you take your Super Bowl victory.
You got 5 in the next 10.
You got anything else on football?
NFL?
Yeah.
I think I threw my sheet somewhere over there.
Oh, you're so grumpy sometimes. just are. You just, you're stressed about this Trey Lance thing's not going to work. And I know you're right. So. So, on that note, let's go to fan shout-outs because we had some good shout-outs this week.
I hope Joe's as sweaty as we are.
Joe is not as sweaty as we are. We're in a heat wave in California. It is literally probably 110 degrees in this room right now.
I don't know how you're not sweating more than you are. I don't know how Scottish people do it.
I don't know. If you looked at my ass crack in my shorts right now, every 27 seconds, one bead of sweat drops from the middle of my back down to my butt.
That's why you're so hairy. You just sweat in different directions.
I do. It's
genius. I just sweat right here.
I just sweat that. I fucking sweat everywhere. Yeah, so I'm okay. All right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm all right for about 5 more minutes.
Feeling great.
And then eventually I'm just going to take off the hat and a puddle of water is going to run down my head. Stamatos. I'm giving Stamatos the first one.
Stamatos.
Commenting for the algorithm. Good job, gents.
We don't know what algorithm is, but we like your style.
We just like your style. And good job, gents, to me means that, thanks. Appreciate you. Joe B. LOL, Raiders made a bad decision. And I think he's basing it on the Khalil Mack thing. It's from last week. So I think he's basing it on the Khalil Mack thing with got rid of Khalil. Now Khalil's going to win a Super Bowl with the Chargers. And they don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like there's a lot of players.
All their first-round picks.
Yeah, all their first-round picks. One killed somebody.
Gotcha.
So cut the one guy, Leather, who got picked up right away. See, the Bears picked up Leatherwood right away. They're like, you know what, Leatherwood? Maybe it's just because he was at your place. Maybe he's better going forward as a run blocker and not a pass blocker. And what we're going to do with him is run. So we're good. And Ricky.
Oh, wait, hey, Joe B.
Oh.
There was a disc championship. I don't know if you saw the results. Apparently, they make Beastie Guy beat Saki Bomb Guy.
Paul Macbeth is the Beast.
For everybody.
The Beast. Paul Macbeth beat Saki Guy? Oh, he got the... Paul Macbeth won. I know I saw that by Joe.
I'm just assuming he beat Saki Bomb because it sounds way more cool if it's a one-on-one head-time duel.
I think in a fucking frisbee match, you could be playing against anybody.
Imagine them throwing them at each other.
I think Joe should enter him because I think Joe could get to one final round once because fuck, who just like...
He's on a team. He's on team, the Arizona Aces, I believe. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to...
Basically a minor league baseball player. Good job, Joe.
Good job, Joe. Means you have another job somewhere, but good job, Joe.
Oh, yeah, he's good at his job, too.
He is great at his job. Actually, Joe likes his job and he's great at his job, so. And we love you, Joe. And Ricky. Ricky, you need to get back to work, man. I'm getting fucking tired. There'd be a fan blowing on me or something happening right now. I'd be happier. As Ricky would say, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs.
Wrong.
Biggest Houdini season ever. Or, as he continued to say, fuck it, go Packers.
It could be he meant Houdini like the rap group. So they just kick beats and stuff in it. That'd be fun.
I guess, but that has nothing to do with football.
How do you spell Houdini?
How did he spell Houdini?
Doesn't matter.
Houdini.
Oh.
Ooh, that's the magician.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
With the W?
I never said a W. Houdini.
Sorry, I wanted the W. That makes
you just added a W into that, baby. That's all you, man.
I wanted the W.
You got that. So that's fan shout-outs. And, yeah, love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. The only way you're ever going to get to fucking have a fan shout-out is if you like and subscribe and then write a comment. And if you write a comment and you don't like and subscribe, I'm going to fucking look. And you ain't going to fucking replace you. I'm going to put that shit out there. Fuck you. What else we got? We got shout-outs?
We got some shout-outs.
Who you want to go first?
All right, I want to shout out. We were going to talk about the U.S. Open anyway. I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, do that then. Just shout that out.
So I wanted to shout out Francis Tiafoe, who took down Rafi Nadal. Which I don't know, the last American man to beat Rafi Nadal was probably Jimmy Connors.
Yeah, probably. Which is funny because when you said his name, I did not think American. I was like, hey, you're that guy, Fana, who beat the American.
Tiafoe, yeah.
I thought that guy was from, Spain.
Nah, 24-year-old guy. I'd have to look up his birthplace, but he's USA all the way. Nice. Youngest U.S. man to make the U.S. Open quarterfinals since Andy Roddick.
Really?
Way back in 2006.
Is there never made a quarterfinal without that?
I mean, I think he made quarterfinals.
Long-ass 5-hour
That
games?
was Wimbledon, because Wimbledon's got the soft,
No, I thought
soft grass.
I thought the U.S. Open, the lights would be on. So it's 7:30 in the morning.
Isner still serving.
Isner's still serving. It's match 17.
You ever watch 7 Days in Hell with Andy Samberg?
It's like I watched Isner play tennis at the U.S. Open
Funny.
for like 11 fucking rounds.
Funny show. Go Andy Samberg.
I love Andy Samberg. He's a classic, man. He's got funny humor. I mean, he's just that. I like Andy.
Yeah, it's funny. And yeah,
He's the one that did that. He's the one that did the when the lineup came in and he was like, sing the song.
Made him sing.
You are my fire. That's funny shit.
I wish I knew the words. Yeah, no, we could rock.
And then he did everything, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot we were doing the thing."
Oh yeah,
Andy Samberg, awesome.
correct.
Yeah, correct. All right, yeah, I love that guy.
So we got quarterfinals. Francis Tiafoe, USA, and did I write down her name? No, that we have one USA women still in the quarterfinals. Jessica Pelaga, I believe.
Nice.
And then Serena beat the number 2 chick in the world and then lost.
And then lost.
Her USA
Yeah.
possible farewell tour.
That's why we
I
shot.
still don't believe she's gone forever.
Oh, I watched her play. This might be it.
She'll be back.
She's gonna have to gain some youth. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that. I mean, she could play again. Is that it? I got a shout out. I got a shout out that comes to my heart. I like my favorite show was Magnum PI.
Ah, yes.
And I like N109-5, and that's what was at the bottom of that helicopter when it took off. So my shout outs to Robert E. Mosley, TC, Calvin from Magnum PI. Heartbroken to see that guy die in a car wreck too. Fucking Superman to me, growing up and watching him. So shout out to one of the coolest guys to ever fly a helicopter in a private eye investigative television show, and just
Right, he always did the right thing. He always didn't want to break
he
the
was
law.
the right guy.
Yeah, he was always.
Everybody
the right
else was the break the law guy, and TC was the I don't know if I can want to do that. He coached the baseball team.
Reluctant hero.
The reluctant hero.
I don't want to.
Roger E. Mosley, the reluctant hero. That's who you fucking are.
Yeah.
So to a legend.
Yeah, and I looked it up. He was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr.
Which
Cooper.
was kind of my...
He did a lot of stuff. It actually was a helicopter pilot. Like, was actually could fly a fucking helicopter. Which I don't know how any human flies a helicopter, so...
I'd let him drive me around.
I'd let him fly me around the helicopter, especially like, look, I mean, if he was flying with Magnum PI, that was, I mean, he looked good doing it.
Especially now, it'd be a ghost helicopter pilot. Oh, what's that?
He
wrong?
would be sick.
Too soon.
Not that soon. Fuck. Everybody's heartless. Who cares? Shout out Roger E. Mosley.
Roger E. Mosley, shout out.
Shout out, man. Missed you. I missed Magnum PI. I thought they'd do a remake and you guys would all be together again, and it's getting tougher. So,
I don't know. Scotty's ears are going to drown if he sweats anymore in here. So we got to go, I think.
Yeah, we got to go. In fact, on that note, I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace.
Peace. Cut. Someone turn that AC back on.
Holy fucking shit. I am drenched in sweat, man. Every part of me is soaking wet.
Dude, I kept looking at you for the first 45 minutes. I'm like, how is his face not sweating yet?
Because I kept wiping like little spots to kind of keep the sweat like not from overwhelming.
Oh my god, I was sweating for minute 2. I think this jersey was a bad idea. It's just like with sleeveless.
Well, I kept on the sleeveless, but down the center of my back, I was just like, you are my fire.
I am
my one
See, I didn't know the words.
desire.
If I didn't know the words, I would have rocked that. I think we have a good
I
harmony.
want it that way. Tell me why. I was dying because I'm like, I am on fire right now. Ain't nothing but a sun. I mean, I am drenched in sweat right now.
Oh my god.
So much
Change clothes back.
fire. Taking this shirt off when I go outside, trying to like just dry any of this off me because I'm like, the inside of my hat, this is a brand new hat, dude. I'm like, dude, look at this hat. This is from tonight. I'm like, it's just, why wasn't I sweating? Because that hat was sucking all that shit in.
I should have worn my Titleist golf hat.
Right, whatever hat sucks.
This
Is my wick hat. Look, it's my, what's it called again? This is some weird wicking hat. Well, it's an athletic hat, but it has some different dry fit or something like that. This is some weird dry fit hat where it keeps your head dry for golf or some shit. I'm like, okay.
My is fine. It's 115.
Yeah, it's 115. His eyeball, he'll have a patch on in 2 weeks.
I should have worn the patch last week.
Actually, if you're wearing a patch for 2 weeks.
Cut!